everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we're here again with the camper van / truck page from Johanna Basford's Small Victories, and today I thought I would do a kind of flower power camper van on this one. So I've got a fine liner, so a black fine liner. I'm going to be using the 0.1 and I'm just going to draw in some flowers on this part of it here, and well, this part, and then I'm going to do a piece, like a peace sign there as well, because I thought that would be quite fun to do. So I'm actually going to do the peace sign. I'm not going to draw it in with the fine liner to start with. I'm going to draw it in with this phthalo green pencil in a second, but first I'm going to draw some florals in. So you can use any fine liner you want, but I would go for quite a thin one, because we all know these illustrations are teeny tiny. So yeah, I think I'm going to start off with quite a big one here, so obviously that's going to be our centre bit, and then I'm going to make the ends of the florals quite rounded. So we're going to go for a big, quite rounded, like a proper flower power type floral, like that, just kind of like that. And it doesn't have to be anything special. I'm going to do a smaller one here. You can do 4 or you can do 5 little, you know, petals, whatever you like, whatever takes your fancy. And then I'll do another big one here with 5 petals, I think, if I can fit 5 petals on. Let's see. Just about, we've fit 5 there. And then peace sign's gonna be there. I think I'll do a tiny flower here. There we go. So that's that bit done in. So now with this phthalo green 161, I'm gonna do the little peace sign. Or should I colour the rest of the truck first? No, we'll do the peace sign first. So I'm going to do the initial circle first. So we're going to do it, taking up quite a lot of that space. And then obviously we'll do a line straight down the middle, like that. And I'm going to thicken up that outer line as well. So I'll do that now. I'm going to thicken up that to the same kind of thickness as what we've just put down the centre. So make sure you're happy with the size of your circle, and then you can make it thicker. And then we need the other 2 lines, what kind of come from halfway down here. One goes that way and one goes that way, and that's our little peace man. It's our little piece on our little truck. So I'm going to go in next with cream 102, and I'm going to base this top bit. I'm going to base that, and we're going to base everything here, but just be a bit mindful. The fine liners that I've used are supposed to be smudge proof once they're dry, but you have to just give them a minute to dry. So I'm just being careful around those flowers, because I don't want to smudge any of the flowers that I've put there. But I'm just going to put this base of cream all along the bottom here. Being careful around that flower. And I am going to do inside this little peace sign as well. Again, being careful around there, not too bothered though. So we've got that base down, and then I'm going to go in with quite a bright yellow. So let me look, where's that yellow gone? Cadmium yellow I'm going to use. Cadmium yellow 107, and I'm going to put some of this into it. So I'm going to start off with quite a heavy pressure on the ends of this bit at the top, and then kind of having it come to a bit of a lighter shade in the centre. It's got a bit of a light glow going on there, and then similar kind of thing around where I'm going to sort of go a bit darker around the edges of the camper van with this yellow, and then have it a bit paler in the centre. I'm going to bring a bit of this darker yellow into that there, just blend it up a bit. So we'll go over this arch. We'll kind of follow this little dashed line, we'll follow that around, and then up here and just blend in that colour. Blending that colour up a little bit. Now these flowers, I'm going to do them purpley kind of pink colour, I think. There we go. So I'm going to go for Crimson 134, and I think I'm just going to go for a block colour on these petals. I'm not going in that centre bit yet, just going on the petals. Because these ones, the smaller ones, are super tiny. I'm not doing any shading on those super tiny ones, so I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to do that one a slightly different colour. I'm going to come to this one. At the end there. And then I'm going to go back in on this floral with the Crimson 226. Can hear an helicopter outside or something. It's either an helicopter or someone cutting the grass. I've not made my mind up. They can sometimes sound very similar. There we go, that's cute. I like that. I think with my fine liner, I'm going to outline this peace sign. So very carefully, and this is my 0.1. I'm just going to outline it all. You have to make sure that your glasses are cleaned for this, so you can see. I wear glasses, and sometimes if they're not clean, you can't see properly. I've got a bit of a wibbly wobbly line going on there, but I don't mind. Don't mind. Adds to the handmadeness of this design. Right, what should we colour next? Should we do the wheels? I'm going to do the wheels in the bottom bit. So I'm going to go in cold grey 231 for the centre bit of the wheel. Oh, it's someone cutting the grass there, I can tell now. So if you hear that outside, that's what it is. And then I'm going to find a slightly darker grey. I'm going to go for cold grey 235. And I'm going to deepen up a bit of this wheel. Covering that side. And then deepen up the other side. And then I'm going to do the whole of the outside of the wheel. So this time I'm going to go in with a slightly warmer grey 272, warm grey 272. Go around there. And then I want to really, may as well go all in. Let's go full in on the black on this one, like we did with the little truck down here. Black 199. know when you hear someone getting the lawnmower out and cutting the grass, does it make you want to cut your own grass? When you see someone else motivated, it makes you motivated, do you not think? Like on the rare occasion that I see my partner having a bit of a declutter or is doing something, I feel the need to start doing something myself. I mean, that's a rarity, does that, like, but you know what I mean? When you see somebody doing something. Doesn't a declutter feel dead good though? Doesn't it feel like you're cleansing your soul when you're doing a declutter, or is it just me? I love it. When the house is a mess, my brain feels a mess. That's what it feels like. Oh, I've got a new distress ink as well. I was saying I needed to order some new ones, and then for the longest time I didn't, and then I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos recently. And yeah, I actually got a new distress ink colour, so I'll be playing around with that at some point. Right, I'm going to find a darker yellowish ochre type colour. I think this light yellow ochre 183. I'm just going to go underneath this wheel arch with it, and I think I'll do the bumper with this as well, like a block colour of this colour on the bumper. I might even add, yeah, I'm going to add some of this colour to the top of the car as well, so keep with this colour and add it with a little bit of this if you can. There might not be no tooth left in the paper, but if you can force a bit of this colour into the sometimes you have to push a bit harder, make it work. Yeah, push a bit of that colour up there. I like that better. I like that better. Yeah, that's nicer. And I'm going to do the door handles with this as well, just a block colour on the door handles. And the, what is this? Oh, it's a wing mirror, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to do the wing mirror this colour as well. Get that colouring on the wing mirror, why not? And this top bit what we've missed, I'm going to do a straight block colour with this on this part as well. Why not? Why not? Now this is the headlight at the front, I'm assuming, so I'm going to go in with the cream first, cream 102. Get a light layer of that in, and then I'm going to try and get a really nice bright yellow, maybe light yellow glaze 104. Let's see what this looks like on there. Pop a bit, blow that pencil dust away. And just with the cadmium yellow 107 that we used on this part here in the centre, I'm gonna put more of that colour into this centre there. I've just dragged some green in, that's not good. I'm gonna erase that. It's dragged green into the yellow, which I hate. It goes muddy straight away. Let me erase it and start again. Oh my god, look at all that dust. Right, let's try it again, but I'm going to sharpen this pencil. We're sharpening the pencil. I'll try and get in a bit more carefully, and then I think we'll have to go back in with a green, because I think I've erased some of the green as well. But yeah, that's better. Go back in with the green, so I'm just going back in with that Phthalo green just to get the bits I've erased by accident back in there. There we go, that's better. That's better. Right, I'm gonna go in now with some purples. Where is it? This colour. Middle purple pink 125, and I'm gonna base this top bit. Told you it was gonna be flower power, this one. Flower power. Flowers all over it. So we're just going to base this for now with this colour. And then we're going to go in with the crimson, 1, 3, 4, and just deepen up around the edges. And I've just spotted as well, I thought I'd finish them flowers, I'd not done the centre part of them. I might use a gel pen for that, you know. It's super tiny, I think a gel pen will be nicer on those bits. Let's bring that colour up there a little bit. Bring some of it up there. And then get around the top area, right under there. And then the little side bit. There we go, so that's that bit there. Now the little steering wheel, I'm just going to go in with a block colour of black. So black 199, we're just going to go in on that bit there and that bit there. Now the seats, I'm going to do a block colour of crimson 226. I think that'll be quite cool to have a bright pink seat. I would just... Oh, why does that always happen? Is it just me what does that? Manages to snap a pencil in the wrong place on the page. Honestly. Always happens to me. Always. Always. Now I need a colour for the frame of the window. I don't know what colour's going to be nice and stand out. Maybe the pink we've just used. Maybe the green that we used on the peace sign down here. Yeah, I'm going to use that, and we may as well block colour it because it is thin. It is really thin up here. I keep having to remind myself I'm going to, because normally I go to my eldest daughter's school for pick up first and then run round to the primary school, but today I'm doing it the other way around because my eldest girl's at after school club, and I have to keep reminding myself that I'm not going out today for that daughter first, I'm going for the other daughter first. It's confusing me. I'm just using this to neaten up where I've just gone over a little bit. And then I think we'll do our curtains pink. I think. I'm going to do a little, see the ties on the curtains? I'm just going to do the ties with the cadmium yellow 107. So the little curtain ties can be the yellow. And then the actual curtains are going to be the crimson 226. So I think, I might go in with should I do a bit of shading on these curtains, but I don't think they're so small. Nah, we'll just block colour them. They're so small, it's just impossible to get any shading into some things. What I'll do is I'm going to make the curtains dotty. So I'm going to use a white gel pen at the end and make them like spotty curtains. So we're going to put some dots in on those. So that will be quite cool. We can even make some flower shapes if we wanted to. Or I might leave them looking at that now. I quite like how they look like that. We'll decide at the end. We'll decide. Everything comes together at the end. You can make all your decisions at the end, can't you? I'm going to use... Where's my ivory pencil? Where is it? Yeah, I'm going to use my ivory 103 just to blend those tires. Now you might have noticed I didn't really do much with this line that's going around here, but it's just like a really pale grey around there. and we'll keep it at that. Keep it nice and simple. Just go back in with the black a bit there. Just smooshed it too much with the ivory. Let's get a bit more of that colour in. There we go. And then I kind of want to do something with this white space. I don't know if I want to leave it white, but for now I'm going to blend this background of this purple with the cream 102 because I want a bit of yellow tone in there. I want a bit of yellowy in there, if that makes sense. There we go. And then, should we do plant pots? Well, I can't decide on the background here. Let's go in with the plant pots. So I've decided for the plant pots, I'm going to use orange glaze as the base and Venetian red as the deeper colour. So orange glaze 113. I'm going to go in on this one first and this one. And let's see what those two look like done together. Now Venetian red. I think that's a really nice combo for a plant pot. What do you reckon? I'm going to leave that lighter colour around there. There we go. And then the second pot, I'm going to use slightly different colours. And I'm going to use Terracotta and yeah, this one. Let's see if those go together. I'm going to use a burnt ochre first, 187. Use it on that one and that one. And then I'm going to use Terracotta 186 to deepen up on this one. And then the middle one there, I think I'll use a green tone, like a really kind of earthy green, if I can find one. They always seem to disappear, my earthy greens. So let's go for, oh, everything's rolling off. Don't roll off the table pencils. Let me find it. Right, I've got one. I've got one. So I'm going to go for this colour first. This is olive green yellowish 173. I'm going to go over that little line as well because we'll probably, if we do any detail, it'll be with the gel pens. And then we're going to use the chrome oxide green 278 to deepen up this one. Like that. There we go. And then I think I'm going to use, I'm thinking of blending. Should I use to blend those? Let me clean off my ivory pencil and I'll use that. I'll use the ivory pencil 103 to just blend into these ones. Little bit there, it's not a lot, just a bit. Now we've got the green leaves of the plants, so I'm going to go in first with grass green 166, and we may as well base them all with this colour, and then I'll just use slightly different variations of greens to deepen up with. So first green that I'm going to use is this one, Hooker's Green 159. So we'll do this one with this. We'll start on the tips of the leaves on this one. And then we'll just pull that colour down. Same on this one, I think. And then we'll switch up our greens, so we'll find a different green this time. And I think I'll go for, what should we go for? Let's go for this one. Permanent Green Olive 167. We'll use this one on the big leaves here. There we go. And then we've just got these teeny tiny ones left to do down here, which I think I'll use Permanent Green 266 for those ones. There we go. I still feel like it needs a background in between these curtains, some sort of shading. I think I might use, especially, should we do the windscreen first? And the wind, yeah, because the windows aren't there. So I need some sort of, I'm going to use like a pale grey, I think. Let's use cold grey 231 to base them first. And then we can do it slightly darker around the edges, and then we can have like a little light reflection with the white gel pen. I forgot about that with this truck. Or would the truck not have a window? Would it be like open? Do you know what I mean? I didn't even think about that when I did this one. But hey ho. I'm sure if I forget anything, you will notice and correct yours. I'm going to use Cold Grey 235 now to deepen up the edges of the windows. So right in the corners, I'm just going to do a bit of a shadow and pull it out. Like that. And do the same on these ones as well. I'd love to go on a trip in a camper van if someone else was driving. I hate driving. I don't mind in my local area where I know the roads, but I don't like driving anywhere I don't know or have not been before. And I hate dual carriageways, I hate motorways, I hate anything where it's super busy basically. I hate the massive roundabouts where there's just a million cars and you're like, and you just have to go, don't you? You just have to make a move and just risk your life and just pull your car right and just hope for the best. Honestly, I've never had so much anxiety as I do getting in that car and going anywhere I don't know. I refuse at all costs. I try and avoid it where I can. Anyway. But I like adventures, just not the ones that I'm driving and it's stressing me out. Like, I love going to the zoo with the kids, but I just hate the drive there. I hate the drive there. Right, I'm just going to switch back to that lighter grey. It was Cold Grey 231, just to blend this a little bit better. I will do that. And then I'm going to find a gel pen that I want for the middle of them flowers. So I think I'm going to go for a gold gel pen or a Posca. Let's just go for a Posca. Posca's easier to use. I'll go for my gold Posca and we'll just put in a little gold dot in the middle of our flowers. Just there. And then this line on this flower pot can be gold as well, that we had up there that we went over. And then we'll pop in some white gel pen details now. My favourite, if I know where my pen's gone. Here it is. So getting the white gel pen now. We'll start on the tyres. Let's give those tyres a bit of a sheen. I don't like the way that line's gone. Let me see if I can. Yeah, sometimes if you're quick you can just rub it off. I didn't like the placement of that then. 1 second. I've dropped it on the floor. Brilliant. I didn't like the placement of it. Let's try and get better. There, that's better. Sometimes you can just manage to get it off if you're quick. That's with this pen anyway. Let's do a little one there. But yeah. And then, where else? On the windows, I said, didn't I, on the windows. So you might not be able to see these lines very well, but just putting some little lines on the windows. So it looks like we've got a glass on those. A little bit of a glass reflection. And then where else should we go with this? Where else should we go? We definitely need some dotting details somewhere. I might do a bit of a flower here if I can. So I'll put in a big dot there and then 5 little dots around it. Or 6. And then maybe a smaller one here. This pen isn't working very well again. It was working alright the other week. Even the other day, and now it's just being a bit... Oh, sorry guys. It's being temperamental. Let me scratch it on this note paper. Not that you'll be able to see. If it stops working, I swear, I will not be happy. Why is it not working? Don't do this to me, gel pen. Let's warm it up. Sometimes people say if you do this and warm it up. Oh, it's had enough of me. It's like, no, I ain't working today. Don't like you. Oh, I think I've got it going. I've got it going. Quick, before it stops. Let's get these dots in. Come on, baby, work. There we go. I might try and fit. I don't like the look of this one. It's a bit dodgy. Let's get that one in there. Just for fun. And then I think I'll have a few little dotting details on our leaves. Just a few little dots. Just to brighten everything up a little bit. And then maybe you want a reflection on the pots. Anywhere, if you want a little light reflection on your pots up there. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm not going to put in... I keep thinking this needs a little flower here. Let's just do it. It's teeny tiny though, so you're going to do small dots. There we go. I'm going to leave the curtains. I was going to do dots on the curtains, but I don't really want to, so I'm just going to do a little light sort of speck. Like it's getting a bit of reflection from the window maybe. And that'll be it. That'll be our camper van, I think, guys. What do we think? That's our camper van. Yeah, leave it, Costa, leave it. Stop mauling. I get hold of this white gel pen and I'll tell you, you can't get it off me. That's why it's running out. It's like, no more. No more. Yeah, I have to just get rid of these little marks that are on the page now. There's one here as well. That one maybe don't want to come off. They irritate me. Does anybody else get irritated by little things like that? Can't. Right, I'm going to zoom the camera out so we can properly see this little camper van. There we go. Oh, I love it when you start a page and then you gradually do another one and do another one and you can see the whole page coming together. And then you kind of start picking out your favourites, don't you? So I like the colour of that one though. It's very flower power. It's very flower power. This one's obviously going to be lots of teal colours and blue colours. That's probably why I went for this colour on this one, so we could do something a bit different. So yeah, this one's going to be our next one, so stay tuned for that. Please do hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone.